Right, lads, here we are. Episode 2. Thank you very much for smashing the 50 like target. Did it in like 2 hours. I told the missus when I was at work that I'd set a target of 50 and she laughed at me and said, you should have done 20. And we smashed it in literally like, less than 2 hours, I think. So thank you very much. Here we are. Start the season. Spennymoor today. The fixtures have changed because I had to restart the save because I put attribute masking on and I don't like it. So we've had a dodgy pre-season, very dodgy pre-season. I also didn't really go into York City's history, so when we go into the game in a minute, we'll have a quick look at that. And also a few people have mentioned, one on Twitter and one in the comments from the first video, the theme tune is a York City fan, right? It's not me. It's not someone pretending to be an awesome singer. He's literally just a York City fan that did a couple of tunes back in the day. I'm going to put a link down in the description for him. All right, guys, let's get into today's episode. We'll have a look at the history and then we'll take on Spennymoor in the first game of the season. Let's go.
I'm the chap with the red scarf on, going around singing we are York. We're City, play pretty, that is our style of football. How charming, just like the Minster, a pint of bitter and a slice from Ginster. Walking the walk, talking the talk, and singing we are York. Climbing up the old Division 4. If you score some...
Right, so here we are. As you can see, not much in terms of honours. Sky Bet League 2 in, what year would that have been? 1984. I think that year we got 101 points or something. I'm pretty sure we did. And then 2 recent trophies. Obviously, we've won a couple of playoffs that they don't count. As you can see, they've had an up and down recently, and generally down. So I started working for York in, what year would it have been? 2008, when they were pretty much, I think, round here. Then we had a couple of seasons, did pretty well. Got to the playoff final. Got to the playoff final. Lost to Oxford. I think it was probably that. It would have probably been that year, off the top of my head. And then a couple of dodgy seasons. Then the season that I left York, annoyingly, they got to the final, won the Bill Base FA Trophy first, and then beat Dirty Luton to get through to the Football League. 2 seasons we actually got into the playoffs. 1 season under Nigel Worthington, I think it was in the second year. We struggled then, only just sort of like avoiding relegation. Had late sort of like surges to stay away from relegation. That year we lost to Fleetwood in the playoffs, in the playoff semis. And then a relegation under Jackie McNamara. Pretty much. I think we had a couple of managers came in. Gary Mills came in, ex-legend, who got us up the first time. Couldn't save us. And then we've gone through, God, how many managers have we had? Gary Mills started. We were flying at the start. I went to watch them against York against Bradford, Park Avenue, and we won like 5-0, and it was an absolute breeze, and then everything just went downhill. After Gary Mills, we appointed Martin Gray, ex-Darlington manager, who'd done a really good job sort of like building Darlington up. He started well, and then it just never really kicked on, so then he went. That was midway through, maybe early last season, I think it was. We had another manager, Sam Collins, which I mentioned in the first episode. He didn't last long. And then we got Steve Watson in, ex-Newcastle, Everton right back. Got him in from Gateshead, and he's done a fantastic job. So we've had 2 pretty much wasted seasons now in the Vanarama National North. It's promotion. It's promotion this year, as simple as that. I think if I don't get promoted, I don't win the league, I'm going to get sacked. And worryingly, pre-season has not been great. We have played Dundee, which is obviously a better side. Tadcaster, a couple of leagues below. Scarborough, 2-1. We should be beating them comfortably. Morpeth, we lost 2-0. Don't even want to talk about that. Liam Henderson, ex-York City player, scoring. We had a decent win against Bury Town, but we conceded. Right, tactic. We didn't really go into it the last game. I've been fiddling with it as per. That's how we're looking at the moment. We have signed a couple of players. We've signed Will Patchin on a free, ex-Manchester City and Notts County. We only played 6 games for Notts County last year. He's come in, played 1 game, scored 2 goals as a shadow striker, so very chuffed about that. He's in there, obviously only 20 years old. And then we've signed Mike Edwards, 39 years old, but he's our fitness coach. He still wanted to play. I did kind of need another centre-half because we only have 4 centre-halves at the club. It did mean, look, if we ever need to rotate the squad fully, and to be fair, in the pre-season games he's come in, he's done all right. He won't play much. He's literally going to be like 5th, 6th choice centre-half. And then on the left-hand side, we've also signed Paul Konchesky. We only have one left full-back. I'm curious not to just sign enough to get us over the line this season. Same with the staff. And then as we get into Vanarama National, then really look at building a new squad. I just want to get through this season. Ferguson is my first choice left back anyway, but he picked an up a knock, so we thought, right, who can we get in? Konchesky, to be fair, for 38, he's not bad. He is not bad. Still got a decent amount of physicals for his age. He'll do a job. He'll do a job for us as backup. And I think that is that. We've let Macaulay Langstaff go. I've had a little issue with Wes York. I'm responsible for selling players. And I did look, and then Hartlepool put an offer in as a loan, and we rejected it automatically without it giving me the opportunity to say no to. So that was a bit annoying. So hopefully they'll come back in for him because I haven't got any use for him. I keep doing that just see if it comes up a bit of extra interest. But here we go. I think we'll play 2 games today because we've got, as I said, we've got a lot of Tuesday games coming up. So we'll do Spennymoor and Telford today. Hopefully we can get off to a good start. And we'll just see how the tactic goes. I don't need to stick to a 3-5-2. We've already changed it. We've already gone for an attacking midfielder as well to help us be a little bit more aggressive up the top end. But we may change it. This isn't set in stone, as I said. I can't. The Man United one, if I get sacked from it, I get sacked from it. Pick a new save. I want to get as high as I can with this, so I need to be careful that if I need to change something, then we'll change it. Oh, here we go. Non-negotiable. 140 for the year. Yeah, we'll do that. It gets him off the books. I forgot to also do my staff. Thank you for everyone, by the way, that mentioned staff. Once again, I've just done enough to get us through this season. It was a bit of a bollock by me dropping all the backroom staff and trying to start afresh. Caused a few little problems. We're still light in certain areas, especially in the youth team, because I can't get people in because they all want more than £300. Even the regen staff want more than 300, so that's a little bit annoying. But basically, I don't know why I did this. Paul the Northman, if he's watching, will not be happy. I got a director of football in for no real reason apart from having one. I do tend to use them in bigger clubs just to scout out transfers and bits and bobs, scouting reports, that kind of thing. And he's shit. I got him because it was Pat Nevin, a guy that I don't even like. He fucking annoys me on the telly. And we're paying him £425 a week, which for 52 weeks is £22,000. Oh, God. Yeah, so that was a bad decision. Right. Assistant manager, Micah Richards. There was a few people mentioned Ricky Lambert. He was like the first one that said, yeah, I'll do it. And they were all kind of as good or as bad as each other. His Continental B licence. I just got him in. Once again, year deal. We will definitely relook at it next year when we will be in the Vanarama National. That is Is it a promise? Yeah, it's a promise. If we are in the Vanarama National, this series will be over, won't it? I'll be sacked. Right, head of youth development, a fakie, couldn't get anyone in. 18, working with youngsters, 1 year deal. I don't like working with regens, to be honest, as backroom staff. So, regardless of what happens next season, he'll be gone. Andy Collette, ex-York City goalkeeping coach. I think he was part of sort of the Martin Gray backroom staff. Got him in. He was kind of the best that we had that was available. Mike Edwards, the fitness coach, who's playing as our backup centre half. Nine fitness. But we needed a body in. Gordon Greer, ex-Brighton. Was he Brighton? Yeah, Brighton centre half. We've got in him. He's not bad. He'll do a decent job as a coach at this level. Robert Huth is my under-18s manager. He's the only person that I can get in. But he's in. I think he's got the 15, 16 players to look after, so I'll leave him at that. I was quite chuffed actually with the physio. He's from Halifax, but 17. 17 physio, which at this level is pretty good. And he looks like a nice fella, doesn't he? And that is it. That's the backroom staff. So definitely a work in progress. As I said, we'll get through this season, hopefully get promoted, and then we'll rebuild again. That's the beauty of lower league. Everyone, I think the whole squad is on a 1-year deal. Which, oh no, I think I'm going to have to bring in another centre-half. I did try and bring in Michelle Parker, who was the guy at Liverpool youngster, and he chose Wealdstone because he's regular and I couldn't offer him regular. Might start lying to people and just say you're going to be a regular when you're not. So we need to bring someone in. We need to bring a centre-half in. Ideally before the Telford game, because I'm thinking that we're probably going to have to rotate a little bit. All right, let's see what we can do very quickly. Roger Johnson. Fringe? Yeah? He's not having that. Roger Johnson? Well, I've offered him a contract. 15 heading, 14 marking, 12 tackling, 12 strength, pace 3. Interesting. Fuck it. Roger Johnson. We love a name. If you are new to this channel, thank you very much for sort of like stopping in and subscribing. I've had a shitload of subscribers since we started. I do like a golden oldie every now and again. I am looking at bringing through some of the youngsters and getting... I like to get the players that are released from bigger clubs and then have a sprinkling of a golden oldies. Right, where's York's going? And we're bringing in veteran Roger Johnson. Just back up. I said just back up. It's important that you have a decent squad just to bring in an extra one in. So now we've got 6 centre-halves as well. Should we put Big Rod straight in? Yeah, put him straight in. 3 pace. I think that is as strong as we can. Now, we only have 5 subs, which is a little bit frustrating. So we're going to have to be clever with which players we put on the bench. Yeah, we're going to go with that. See how we get on. The idea is that we try and play through the third a little bit, wait for overlaps, balls in the box. Going to take that off because we're not the biggest up there. Lower tempo, keep it. As the pre-season wore on, we were just starting to drop back. We were quite direct to start with, and I've brought it back. And hopefully we can just play through the thirds a little bit. That's the plan. Because we were like getting dominated possession-wise and we were getting it and just chasing into the channel. So I took passing into space off and stuff like that. Right, here we go. Start of the season. I'm a little bit nervous because I don't want this to end. And it could be a first season disaster. No, you're right. Not the best start for York City. Shit. Whippage. Great cross, by the way. Missed the header. Swore missed the header in the middle. Right, Newton. Will Patchin. He's gone short. Patchin. Easy for the goalkeeper. Put it in the box. He's gone long. Griffiths. Jameson, the keeper. Right, can we play? See? Short passing. Kempster. Patchin. Oh God. I don't know why he's suddenly shooting from all over the place. Right, here we go. Cal McFarlane's in. Oh no, he's getting sent off, isn't he? Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh no. This is a disaster, isn't it? Aye. No! Right, Newton free kick. Whippage. Roger Johnson was underneath it. Didn't get anywhere near it. We're going to get the ball back. Will Patchin. I need to sort set pieces as well. I've been a bit of a rush between episode 1 and episode 2. So I've not had time to really sit into and do the set pieces and stuff. Make sure we haven't got too many players forward or even too many players back. We did have 3 guys stood on the halfway line, which isn't really needed. Come on. Don't concede before half time. Stop the cross. Fucking hell. Against his old club. Why aren't we here stopping the cross? Not even attempt to stick out a leg. Great header. Right, 66 gone. Absolutely nothing. Ferguson's struggling a little bit. Let's get Burrow on. They've had 4 shots. And we've scored 1 for him. Oh, and the game's drifted away. Nothing. We've done absolutely nothing. Right. Straight on to the Tuesday night game, Telford. Fine for that, isn't he? What a dickhead. Telford have won their game, so they must be top. Brilliant. Right, let's get into it. Tuesday night, under the lights at Bootham Crescent. Can we get the season up and running? Right, here we go. One change. Kempster in for the suspended McFarlane. I've put Ferguson up on attacking, so hopefully he'll give us a little bit more up this side. Looks like Telford are going for ex-Aston Villa players. There's 1 there, 2 and 3. Aggressive. Here we go. There will have to be a big thing if we don't perform at a decent level. 1-0. Get in. Good start. So if we don't perform at a decent level over the sort of like the first half dozen games, we're going to have to really look at changing it. The good thing about this level, I can sign players whenever I want. I can get rid of players pretty much whenever I want. So if we need to go to wingers, we already have one in Jarrell. Kempster can play out on the left as well. So we have got options. Moke is a winger. So there's options. Options to change, which is good. Right, here he is, Kempster. He's lost out. Musa. Oh, they're in. Good save. Defensive line. Absolute shambles. Right, an eventful first 5 minutes. They've had a couple of sniffs. And we're still in the 5th minute. Ferguson out to Griffiths. He's hit one from range. Didn't need to do that. It's annoying. I'd like him wider as well than that. It was quite narrow then. We'll have a little look at that. So he's up pretty high there. That's fine. Ferguson. Cross. Burrows underneath it. Recycle. Griffiths is there if you use him. Burrows has got himself. Header. Ferguson straight at the goalkeeper. That's good though. I'm going to praise it. So we're nowhere near at 100%. Yeah, so it's important that we keep encouraging when we do bits good. Griffiths. Ferguson. Oh, cross would have been better, Miles. Miles' response to the crosses at the byline was, oh, it happens in real life. Right, coming up to half hour, we've settled. I don't know what that was. Kempster could have got on the end of that. They've gone long. It's taking it down nicely. Musa. Tackle him. Tackle him. Tackle him. Tackle him. Fucking hell! This game is really starting to piss me off. Like, in what world will this happen where it just doesn't do anything? So annoying. Right, half time. Nothing has happened since the goal. What can we change? Can we go? Higher tempo. We'll just keep it to standard because we're passing into space. Just a little bit flat. We're very flat. Especially in pre-season. We're just sort of like grinding our way through games. Griffiths. Green header. Get in. 2-1. Great start to the second half. It's from a set piece though. Both goals have come from a set piece. If I'm going to be picky. Great delivery from Callum Griffiths though. His second assist of the game. Here he goes again. He's going to get a hat-trick. Ferguson's underneath it. We're 1v1 at the back now. He's going back. Good lad. McNulty. Green hits from distance. Just over. Yeah, I need to sort my set pieces out. There's Troy's brother. There we go. Big Rog. Griffiths. Rog. Gone for a nice pass into Bond. That was nice. Out wide. Ferguson. Whippage. Lovely cross. Cleared. Can we get it back? We are going to get it back. Roger Johnson. Get wide, Callum Griffiths. There we go. He's in. Building it nicely. But we've lost it. That was terrible. Oh, Roger's been caught out. Dinanga's in. He's not going to score from there, is he? Cheers, Miles. Cheers for that one, Miles. Crossing, shooting instead of crossing from byline. Cheers for that one, bud. Right, 20 to go. We might look at doing some changes. See where this highlight takes us. Ferguson's going to get it back. Griffiths. Nice sweep out. Don't get caught yet. Newton. Play it back. Good. I have got playing out of defence. Newton. McNulty. Taking a piss. Is this gonna... I've seen it happen a couple of times. Right, he's got it out to Griffiths. Nice. He's gone long to Burrows, who's taken it down really well. Kempster is in the middle. If you can find him, he hasn't. Patchin! Get in! I was just about to drop him back a little, Will Patchin, because he can do the midfield role very well. But we wouldn't necessarily get him doing that, which is arriving in that box as early as what he did. Boom. We dominated, look, 20 to 9. Be interested to see where their efforts are coming from. 6 long shots. They've had 4 of their 13. Okay, yeah. I'm happy with that. I'm always curious where the shots are coming from and how many are from long range. Right, I'm going to do a couple of changes, fitness-wise in particular. Kieran Green off, Moke on, Nathan Dyer on. Oh, shit. Ferguson's had a mare, hasn't he, first 2 games? Will Patchin for Jarrell. He's found Kempster though. Finish Kempster. Yay! Yes! Yes! Right, we're going direct, boys. We're going direct. Burrow. Cleared. Underneath it, Burrows. Get in. It is York City 5. Telford 1. Telford have completely gone. We are flying. Burrow smashed home his second of the game. There we go, boys. 5-1 demolition. I don't know where they've had their 15 shots from, by the way. So a little bit happier. Get the ball forward. That's it. That's what we're going to do. Get the ball forward. Right, so there we are. A little bit better. So 8th, but I think we're up and running. Schedule-wise, so how it's going to work is, guys, every Tuesday night and Saturday mornings there will be York City uploads, so twice a week. We'll just crack on through the games. Hopefully, we should get through this season pretty quickly. Hopefully no dramas. Get through, get promoted into the Vanarama National. It's interesting because there's a lot of people sort of like using the Conference North this year. Obviously, the Lujo's at Kings Lynn. Bad Jokes Gaming's at Kingling. Northman's at Blythe Spartans. Michael Cox is doing one on Kidderminster. I'm sure someone's doing Farsley. So yeah, it's quite a popular league. There'll be other people in there as well that I probably missed. Nerdphonics at Kettering, East Streaming at Kettering Town. So it's a popular league. A lot of big clubs in there. Chester, obviously, they've got the 2 ex-Salford managers. Bird and Morley and what's the other one? Johnson, isn't it? And that is that. Thank you very much for watching. If you are new around here and you've just subscribed, thank you very much for subscribing. It does mean a lot. If you are new and you haven't subscribed, what are you doing? Drop a subscribe in there for me. Like today's video. I'm not going to get as many likes as last time, but if you have enjoyed it, drop a like, and we will see you now Tuesday, Saturday, York City, every single week. Thank you very much for watching. We are York.